How's everyone doing? Crypto connoisseur back with some more charts and chit chat. Before we begin, guys, the usual legal jargon. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take anything I say as financial advice. If you make any wrong moves, it's on you. So let's jump into the charts and see what's been happening. TitanX is looking a little bit bullish. We're in the process of printing a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. So I tweeted this out not too long ago. The last two times we had bullish engulfing candles, we had massive surges to the upside. So as you can see here, put them in the green arrows. So the first one here is let's go back just before we broke out. So we have the bullish engulfing candle, broke through resistance, and we went north very, very fast. So let's go up to the top. We've done a 157% pump. So the next one was here. So we had a red weekly, and then we had a massive bullish engulfing. So from the bottom of that candle to the top, we had a 170% impulse. So we're in the process, as I say, of doing this again. We have basically been in a downtrend for a long time. The sentiment's low, people are freaking out, the usual. But when you look at the chart, this was resistance here, 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 broke through. We didn't retest. This is an important thing to look for. We didn't really retest. What you want to see here when it breaks through resistance, long-term resistance, you want to see a little up and then a retest and then it shoots off. We didn't get that, but we're getting it now. So it's taken a long time. And we've retraced down and we've hit it perfectly. Old resistance has now become support. So this is our third week on this support, and we're about to print a massive engulfing candle. Now, this is not guaranteed. We need to wait to Sunday night. This could all change. This is not financial advice, but it's looking promising. It could go down the other way. If we get a 21%, 22% retrace, we're back to where we started. But as I'm about to point out in other charts, I think we're in for some good times. So let's jump over. I'm just gonna prove a point. I was looking at this teddy bear chart, and it's done pretty much the same thing. This is on the 3-day. So teddy bear made an all-time high, done a double top, had a massive retracement down, bump, 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 bump. Took weeks and weeks and weeks. But when it broke its previous all-time high, it did not retrace at all. It just shot right past it. But look what it's done now. It's taken a long time again, just like TitanX, but it's come right down. And look where we are. We're right on previous all-time highs. And my guess is it's going to hold here, and then Bear is going to continue on in an uptrend. So let's see what happens. Let's jump over to ORX, Ouroboros, ORX. Extremely bullish on this one, guys. The launch is imminent. This is going to change the game for the whole TitanX ecosystem. Once this goes live, everything, the gloves are off. Everything's going to change, guys. So you just have to have a little bit more patience because it's imminent. It's going to happen soon. This is ORX on the USD chart. I tweeted this out around here, I think it was. So it's in a massive ascending triangle. It has hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I kind of knew the best way to explain this is going to be a weird analogy. You ever see the videos where you see the police with the battering ram knocking down the door? It's very rare they'll get the door open in the first hit, or the second, or the third. But once they get to that fifth or sixth hit, boom, the door's opening. And that's the same with charts. Resistance, hit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bang, and through. And what will normally happen is what it's doing now, it'll retest previous resistance and it'll use it as support. It'll test, 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 and then we'll go off to the races, as I like to say. Let's have a look at it in TitanX. TitanX, ORX versus TitanX. We've had an ascending triangle, and we're in another one, and we're literally about to pump, literally, for my American friends. So Ouroboros is ready to go again, guys. It's looking super bullish. Ascending triangle, ascending triangle. It's about to pop. So keep an eye out for it, guys. I have a feeling we're going to base in a couple of days. Ouroboros have been saying that all their audits are pretty much complete. So my guess is, and it would be amazing if this happens, I think we're going to get base multi-chain and we're going to get Ouroboros USDX launch at the same day, possibly at the same time. Can you imagine how bullish that will be? You're going to have us on a new chain, massive chain base. You're gonna have all the commotion around that. You're also gonna have a lending protocol launching, which then frees up the whales to get their loans and start playing the games. And that's gonna bring volume. It's gonna bring pumpage. It's gonna lock coins away. It's overall going to be a massive bullish event for the ecosystem, and we're right at the door. So all the people that have had patience and have been waiting, it's about to get really fun, guys, and the charts are showing it. So let's jump over to DRAGONX. DRAGONX versus TitanX. We're in a massive fallen wedge here. This is on a 3-day. Let's have a look at the indicators. So stochastic RSI, we're completely oversold. We're taking the upside. The RSI is taking the upside, again oversold. I think it's time for the old dragon to spread its wings and start making some moves again. By the way, this is my little competition running, so check my pinned tweet. I'm not going on about it. I've said it a million times. So if you're interested in winning 1 billion TitanX, go to my X profile page and it's the pinned tweet. Have a look at it. So let's jump over to Shogun. Shogun again is one that people are sleeping on. This thing, once the volume kicks in, is going to go crazy. It's going to be another PTDC UFO type coin. Slightly different, but similar in a lot of ways. So this is Shogun versus X28 or TitanX. So we have massive bullish divergence. So if you look at the RSI, we've got higher highs and higher lows, bump, 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 bump. And then on the price action, we have lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low. But look what's just happened here. We didn't get another low. We've just put in a higher low. So normally we get a lower low, a higher low. And if you look at this retrace here, normally the trace is right back down the trend line. It's retraced here. So I think Shogun is about to take off. The chart is indicating that. So again, not financial advice. Let's see what happens, guys. So next one is Morpheus. Morpheus versus DRAGONX. Not a lot going on. Again, we're in a bull flag stroke fallen wedge, and we're just ready to poke through and take off again. Morpheus has been taking a bit of a backseat because of ORX and different ones, Matrix and stuff, but they're all going to get their turns. But the interesting thing, guys, about USDX launching, think about this. Most of the people in this whole ecosystem, when they're getting into new projects, most people are not using fresh capital. They're taking financial gains they made or losses from one project and they're moving it to the other. So it's basically the same money slushing around different projects. But what will happen now with a lending protocol is you can lock your money up, okay? So you're not taking out of the protocol and you can get capital to then invest in different projects. So not only does it lock coins away, it frees up capital for you to invest in different protocols. So you're not selling down the charts, which is very exciting. This is an old school one, guys. Inferno. I was just having a wee look through the charts. This is Inferno on the weekly, and everyone thinks it's dead. Nobody talks about it, but this is an OG meme. I think it has something like 54% of the supply is burnt. So it has done a massive double bottom on the weekly. Again, look up double bottoms. It's a bullish signal. You also have multiple protocols burning it. Like there's Flux, there's Phoenix, E280 was burning it. So don't count out these old memes because they can catch people off guard. So not financial advice, but I personally hold the bag of all the old memes because I think they're going to do big numbers as well. Last but not least, let's have a look at Matrix. I done a little tweet today, a little bit of a bullish tweet. Again, a bit like ORX. It was in a ascending triangle. This is on a daily. Tap, 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 3 or 4, 5 taps, and then it's poked through. So Matrix, if you go to Columns Twitter page, he has a lovely video explaining the amount of financial energy is about to come into this project. You have, I think it owns something like near 50% of the staking rewards for Hyper, which will be going towards Matrix. Hyper itself, what's its liquidity paired with, Hyper has, I think it's $2.3 million of BAM burn that's going to burn Hyper and send the price north. And Matrix is a leverage play on Hyper. So something to think about. One more before we go, guys. I had a little flutter over the whole pump tires and made a bit of money, brought it back to the home TitanX ecosystem. But this one here, I've kept a bit of money in because I think this meme has a chance to really do big numbers. It's a Trump team, it's on Pulse Chain. We have potentially the SEC case either being thrown out or settled or whatever's going to happen. Richard Hart has been getting very, very bold these last few days. He's making moves that proves that he probably knows that everything's going to be cool. So once the SEC dismiss, as I say, or settle the case, Pulse Chain is going to explode. And Trump is one of the main meme coins. He has created it. There is, remember the main one, but there's Pump and Trump, and then the other one is, God, I can't remember, Hold or whatever it is. Um, they're all Richard Hart coins. He owns a majority of the supply. If you look at this chart here, it's stair stepping up perfectly. It's almost too perfect. Higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. It's about to do a wave three, so I'm assuming it's going to continue on the upside. But just something to look at, guys. If you want to wee meme play, have a look at it. But overall, everything is looking super duper bullish. So hang in there, guys. We're about to go multi-chain. We're deflationary. We're projects launching left and right. We have the community. Once we get on the base, we need to be making some noise because we are the marketing team. We need to be really getting out there and shilling what we've got here because we basically have the city built, have the foundations in, the facilities are there. We're the people that are going to run the facilities and onboard people. We just need to get out there. We want people to know our name, want people to come in, have a look, like what they see, and stay. And I think, guys, we're in for a good time. So, not go on too much longer. Until the next one, guys, peace and love from Crypto Connoisseur. One love.